I get it, you scroll through endless listings for haze machines, see glossy photos of fog swirling over a stage, and wonder if the thing will actually work for your next gig. Most of the time, the hype fades fast when the unit sits on a cramped table, sputters, or guzzles fluid like a thirsty camel. That's why I wanted to dig into the ADJ Entour Haze Pro before I hit buy, so you don't end up with a machine that looks great on paper but leaves you scrambling for a backup. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the category itself is a little tricky. A good haze machine isn't just about looking cool. It's about delivering a consistent, fine mist that lets light slice through the air without turning the venue into a cloud of choking smoke. The Entour Haze Pro advertises touring-grade performance, which in plain English means it should hold up on the road, survive the rough handling that comes with loading trucks, and keep its output steady night after night. That claim is what mattered most to me, because I've seen cheaper models get knocked around, lose seals, or start leaking after a couple of shows. One of the first things I noticed while testing was the built-in flight case. It's not just a cardboard box you slide the unit into. It's a hardened, foam-lined enclosure that locks shut with a latch you can bolt to a rack. In practice, that means you can toss the whole thing into a road case, stack it with other gear, and not worry about dents or misaligned ports. For a touring lighting crew that packs, unloads, and repacks every night, that durability translates to less time checking for damage and more time focusing on the show. Fluid consumption is another area where the Entour Haze Pro tries to stand out. Many haze machines gulp gallons of fluid just to keep a thin veil going, which drives up operating cost and forces you to carry extra bottles. This model is engineered for efficient fluid consumption, and what that looks like on stage is you can run it for an hour on a single 1-liter cartridge while still maintaining a uniform haze density. I ran a test during a local theater rehearsal, and after 45 minutes the mist was still evenly distributed. No sudden spikes or drop-offs. That efficiency can shave a few dollars off your budget each month, especially if you're running multiple units for a larger production. Integration is where the Entour Haze Pro feels surprisingly easy. It has a standard DMX input, so you can hook it up to your existing lighting console without hunting for special patches. The unit also comes with a dedicated fade control on the front panel, letting you program a gradual ramp-up or ramp-down of haze directly from the console. In real-world use, I found that syncing the haze buildup with the first wash of light gave a much smoother visual effect than trying to manually crank the machine on the fly. The easily integrated claim isn't just marketing fluff. It saves you a few minutes of troubleshooting during loading. Now, who should actually consider buying this? If you're a professional lighting designer, a touring DJ, or a theater tech who needs a reliable, road-ready haze source, the Entour Haze Pro checks the boxes. Its rugged case and consistent output make it a solid investment for anyone who runs shows night after night and can't afford a machine that fails mid-performance. Smaller venues that only need an occasional haze puff for a single event might find the built-in case overkill, but the durability still gives peace of mind if you're renting equipment and want to avoid damage fees. On the flip side, there are a few practical trade-offs to keep in mind. The unit is on the heavier side of the spectrum, about 30 pounds with the case, so a single person can't lift it onto a high platform without help. If your crew is limited to 2 people or you're working in a cramped loft space, you'll need a dolly or an extra set of hands. Also, because the machine is built for touring, the price point sits higher than entry-level haze generators that hobbyists use for home parties. That cost makes sense if you factor in the long-term durability, but it does mean the upfront investment isn't trivial. Another nuance I discovered is the warm-up time. The Entour Haze Pro needs roughly 3 minutes to reach full output after you hit the start button. In a fast-paced club where you need haze the moment the doors open, that lag can feel a little awkward. However, once it's up to temperature, the mist stays consistent for the length of the show, which is exactly what you want for a concert where lighting cues are tightly choreographed. One practical strength that's easy to overlook is the noise level. Many haze machines emit a low hum that can be picked up on microphones, especially in a quiet acoustic space. This unit runs at a respectable 55 dB at a meter away, which is barely audible over a typical house mix. During a live band rehearsal, the